Last week we put up a video of what looks to be a paw print in the snow, and we're not really sure what this is, and we put this up instead of our long usual drawn out video. We wanted to open it up for comments so we can have a bit of a forum going and answer those comments and maybe investigate other people's ideas other than just our ideas.
And that's worked brilliantly. So what we're going to do today, guys, is just tap into some of those comments and address some of them and just have a quick chat, quick video on where we think some of those comments stand.
Yes, you know a fair bit about this print, don't you, More?
I do. I have spoken to the person that has given it to us, and I know them fairly well. I'm fairly confident in the sort of validity of what's gone on around this.
So you're pretty confident it's not a hoax?
Yeah, it's not a hoax.
Okay.
I can, they want to remain anonymous, respect that, but I'm fairly confident it's not a hoax.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so just give me 2 seconds. Alright, Lloydie Boy Blue, and it was the first comment. To paraphrase, he's suspect on the idea that there's only one footprint, not a series of tracks.
Okay.
It's probably pretty valid.
Okay.
So to my understanding of where the print was found, it was quite close to a track.
Okay.
And so there were other just generalized animal prints around, but maybe some of those had been covered over with snow, and there was a major foot traffic track where the snow had just been worn away just through sort of movement of animals, humans, etc.
So what you're saying is you've got a track where the snow's basically not there and you've got a footprint just to the side.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So
So
I think,
just to play, I won't say devil's advocate, but tiger's advocate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When they stand, they don't stand like a roo, they stand out, straight out like a devil.
Yep.
So if one had stopped, sniffed the air, stood up, its foot could have gone to
I
the
would
side.
say that's fairly plausible.
That's a plausible.
Yep.
For the true believer, there's a plausibility there.
It is, yeah. It's why weren't there more tracks around, etc. is a very valid point, Lloydie Boy Blue, but in the location where it seems to be taken, it could be explained by what Bill's saying.
Okay.
It's just been using this game trail, it stopped, it stood up, looked around, and dropped back down and continued on the game trail, maybe.
Because a predator would follow a game trail.
For sure.
Okay, next.
Just completely irrelevant to that last comment, but could it have been a dog scratching the ground, or even a human imitating or faking the print, or finally, and most plausible, a hobbit? From rabbit phobia.
Well, were there any signs of humans or dogs around the area?
Humans possibly, but dogs are not really known within that area of Tas, so
Okay.
yeah, this is not a bad one either, Bill. This is from W Darrag 71. This is Warren.
Good old Warren.
He's talking about a left of field idea of a human maybe falling, and the imprint that you're seeing is actually there. Like as they've fallen, they sort of hit there, left that indentation, pushed up to get off, walked off. I mean, despite the fact that he's calling it a left of field comment, it is possibly quite plausible to what we've seen.
It would be good to test that one out. About summertime now, we can't really get into the snow.
No, but
Go
we
down the
could
beach.
certainly take a day trip to the beach.
Okay, let's do that.
We'll do that. Cue the beach. Okay, so we've come out of the bush to the beach because it's not snowing. It's past that now. So this is the best we could do. So let's go up into the softer stuff. So just imagine you've arrived and you're like, oh, it's snowing, all right, I'm so excited. And then you go, what?
Okay, that's crap.
Try again.
All right, give you one more chance.
Okay. So you've fallen, or you've turned around, it's uneven ground, you're tripping.
He's trying. Still looks like a human print to me.
You try.
He was a kid in the snow.
Or a hobbit.
Or a hobbit like you. And he's tripped over, and basically this has happened. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, no, I've got the thumb in. He's got his thumb up. And then he's probably dragged back like that. Which is sort of close. We've still got the problem here that it hasn't got a pad print right there. But snow's probably softer than this, so maybe it's gone down a bit more. And the kid's thumb was up, or he hasn't got a thumb. Maybe it's gone like that to imitate a planter thing, planter pad.
Yeah.
And then a bit of freeze thaw could have made the print go like that. I guess it's something like it.
Not too bad.
You might wonder why there's a visual artist on the team here. This is why. Oh, this stuff isn't science, it's just art appreciation.
It's either SAS garters or SAS garters or something like that.
Okay, yes.
But I apologise. Again, paraphrasing, is they are talking about walking animals and variants in animals. The last comment here is very valid. A problem with footprints is that they vary depending on how the animal happened to step at that moment. If the snow is melting, the print tends to grow significantly, more prints would be nice. So this is that freeze thaw idea that they always talk about with Bigfoot and Yeti and all these other sort of cryptos, where sort of by the sheer action of the snow melting, freezing overnight, melting, a print can grow apparently up to 50% bigger than what it was when it was laid.
Okay.
And this is a really valid comment, because it may be what we're seeing. But even then, like, we've calculated out that this thylacine, if this print represents a thylacine, this animal could be 9 foot.
Okay.
So, I mean, it still puts it above the size of a devil.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was a devil print, freeze thaw 100%, it's still not the sort of size that we're seeing this print to be.
I'd like to probably, at some stage, maybe next winter, do an experiment with freeze thaw. But
yeah.
To me, I would imagine that, the toes would get bigger and then just blend in.
Yeah. This guy, this is completely irrelevant. This was put up just an hour ago while we were driving here. Okay, this guy, Danny Mark, 2005. Snow leopard tracks can expand as much as 30 to 70%, giving environmental circumstance. Hence, people call them Yeti tracks. In this video, compare prints by smaller size and not equal size, sort of referring to any follow-up videos we do.
Okay. I did look at Tasmanian devil, and it was almost the same, but Thylacine toe pattern actually worked better.
For sure.
But it could be a distortion.
Yeah. And my expectation would be that if you had freeze thaw on a devil print, you'd lose the toes, you'd lose the definition. In this print that we've shown, you can still see what appears to be separate toes.
I would have thought that, but then again, I don't really understand the freeze thaw mechanism. You see something melt, but the freeze thaw idea is that it melts and then it freezes and it melts and it freezes, and so it could.
So maybe as
like I say, next winter we should do an experiment.
I don't want to go in the snow again. I work in the snow.
Oh, I can walk barefoot in the snow and you can see if I can create a Yeti footprint.
Same handle, Danny Mark, 2005. Just as a bit of background, he's written here, his name's Daniel Martin, he's a paranormal theorist. I think what you have is a double footprint of some species of wallaby. Specifically a forefoot on top of a back foot. You'll notice that there's a dot above one of the toes. That's a claw mark from the back foot. Same for that strange side mark on the side of the imprint. That's not bad.
It's not bad. I don't go along with the 4 feet being in there as well. Just knowing the way the wallaby footprints are, they've got a really long one for sparring. They got an outer one
back, and that footprint he's speculating is coming there.
Yeah, my idea is that maybe if you had wallaby together, like the two back feet rather, coming down, so you got your 2 long sparring claws, you got your outer ones, then the 4 inner ones have joined together and melted, and so it's created this long thing with like 4. I'd say it's plausible for a wallaby to do that. It doesn't quite line up because they're not spaced right.
But that weird bit at the back
looks like it could be a tail scraping of some kind.
Could be, but if like devil's claw, Thylacine, T.R.U, they all tripod, so it's not out of the question too that you've got that impression of where an animal stood up, looked around, dropped back down, gone off.
With a wallaby tail, I think it'd just be a bit heavier if it actually stood. If it moved and then brushed past. That was my idea of possible wallaby and then melting and then distorting. So it's wallaby and then distortion.
Nah, I honestly don't think we'll ever know, and that's why we're making no claims, and we're having this forum. We appreciate your ideas. Just keep the comments coming. I don't think with one print in the snow we'll ever know, but it's an interesting debate, and there's been some brilliant intellectual comments.
Yeah, and I think you should also take into account that people, or humans rather, they aren't geared to see patterns in things. Sometimes those patterns are not real.
Exactly. Let's not go there.
Okay.